In this lesson video, we will discuss effects and styles for graphical objects. In this file, I already created a shape with a dummy text and an image from the Excel stock images. Let's first cover effects. What effects mean are dynamic visual features that can be attached to graphical objects such as images, shapes or text boxes, and charts. To add effects to a shape object, you must first select the object, then open the Shape Format menu. Click on the Shape Effects button here. You can see that Excel has dozens of effects divided into categories. There are shadow, reflection, glow, and so on. For example, let's select shadow, and let's try this preset. Now we can see there is a shadow behind the object at the bottom right position. We can apply more than one effect to a graphic object. For example, we can add a reflection effect to the shape as well. You can add more effects if you want to. To remove an effect from a graphic object, first, you need to decide which effect you want to remove. Suppose you want to get rid of the reflection effect. For that, you can reopen the Shape Effects menu item. Open the reflection category again, then select this top preset. So now the reflection effect is gone, but the shadow effect still exists. To add effects to other types of graphic objects, such as images, generally the process is the same. You need to select the object first, then open the Picture Format menu, then open the Picture Effects menu item here. For example, we can use the same shadow preset as the one we use on the shape at the right. Now, what if we want to tweak the shadow effect even further? We can do this using the Format Shape side panel. There are many ways to access this side panel. You can click this little button, or right-click on the shape object, then select Format Shape here. Or you can also use the shortcut Ctrl+1. We can see that the Format Shape side panel will open on the right side. At this point, you may be wondering, isn't the Ctrl+1 shortcut for opening the Format Cells window? The answer is yes, it is. The Ctrl+1 shortcut is contextual because it can open various types of formatting windows depending on the object we select at that time. If what we are selecting is a cell, pressing Ctrl+1 will open the Format Cells window. But if what we are selecting is a picture object, pressing Ctrl+1 will open the Format Picture side panel instead. If we select this shape again, the side panel on the right will change to Format Shape. Now, take a look at this category button. This category provides various parameters related to effects. Since we want to customize the shadow effect, what we need to open is this group of shadow parameters. Here, there are a lot of parameters that you can play with. We can change the shadow color to blue, for example. We can adjust the distance between the shadow and the object. We can drag the transparency slider to the left to make it more opaque, etc. Feel free to experiment with these parameters yourself. From this side panel, you can also add effects. Suppose we want to activate the glow effect. We can choose this yellow glow, for example, but then we change the color to purple. And if you don't like a certain effect, you can remove it from this drop-down list by selecting the No Glow preset at the top. Before, I mentioned that the effect is dynamic. What this means, if, for example, I move this shape object, the shadow effect will follow automatically. If I scale the object, the shadow will also adjust itself. If I rotate the object almost 90 degrees like this, we can see that the shadow will remain at the lower right position. Even if we edit the points that form the shape, so now it has a custom shape, the shadow will change to follow its new form. Now, let's discuss styles. Before, we have covered cell styles. The concept is basically the same. The difference is, style for graphical objects stores information about fill color, outline color, and effects parameters. For example, if we select this shape object, to apply a style, we can scroll through this list to find the preset. Or, as usual, I prefer to press the little button to see all the available presets. For example, let's pick this green style preset. Now this shape has a green fill color, a transparent outline, a shadow effect, and a white fill color for the text. Then, we can use a special style for the text box from the list on the right. For example, I choose this preset that looks like a punch paper. Perhaps we need to increase the text size to make the effect more visible. So this is what we have after applying a shape style and also a text style. Style is not a static or a permanent thing. What I mean by this is that after we apply a style to a graphic object, we can still edit, add, or subtract each of the visual attributes if we want to. For example, maybe we don't like the shadow effect on this shape because the shadow effect is a shape effect. To remove it, you need to open this effect drop-down list, not this one. So click here, open the shadow category, then select the No Shadow preset at the top. Then, if you also want to change or remove the shadow effect from this text, what you want to open is this drop-down list. Just like before, we can remove the shadow effect by selecting the No Shadow preset at the top.